Hello there YouTubers, and welcome to another video about repairing the SABA Königsfeld 14 tube type radio. Today, this morning, I was in town and I got to that stupid shop where they're selling replacement parts, and I got another bunch of those. We have a replacement right there for this huge diode. Old Siemens diode. It's no longer working. Some capacitors. The stupid people at the shop failed once more. They forgot a replacement for this one. It's a 470 picofarads and 1000 volts DC. So I found this one. This is a 470 picofarads 630 volts capacitor that I found in my parts. As you can see, there is that capacitor, and as you can see, it says here AM 200 volts, so it should be safe with the 600 volts really, because there is no 1000 volts in the unit. The power supply doesn't deliver that voltage. So we should be pretty safe with that. So now I want to start the repairs. I have now replaced, I think, all the bad capacitors in here. All those capacitors that needed to be replaced have been replaced. Hope I didn't forget one. Now I want to build in the diode, and for building that thing in, I'm going to do some rewiring. I'm going to take out this weird fuse here, which, as you can see, is directly connected to those metal parts and then soldered into the circuitry. I'm going to replace that with a proper fuse holder, and I'm going to use the two soldering points there that after the rewiring will be left over. I'll use those two for building in the diode. And there you have it. I have built in this fuse holder right there, and I've put in the diode right there. And I have also already started cleaning the potentiometers, and well, now I want to plug this in. I don't know if that's too safe, but well, plugging it straight into the line is the only thing I can do. I don't have a variac, I don't have an insulation transformer. So, yeah. Well, I now want to do that. I'll be right back. There it is. Have it plugged in. Haven't turned it on, though. There is the power switch. Now I don't want to touch this thing whenever it's out of its case, because the high voltage is somehow attached to the chassis, I think. So I have something made out of plastic. It's remote control. And let's turn this on. I don't have the tubes put in at the moment. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. But I also don't know if I should put them in, because if there is something wrong in there, I in the end blow up one of the tubes, or maybe even all of them. Tubes are sitting over there in a safe place. Anyway, here we go. Okay. Nothing went bang, and the dial light came on. So now I'm going to test some of the voltages to find out if I can build in the tubes. I now have checked some of the voltages, or actually just the outputs of the transformer. It has two outputs, One should give 7 volts, the other one 205 volts. Well, in fact, we are getting 7 volts. We are getting 230 volts. That's more than it should put out, but I think it will still be okay. We'll probably wear out the tubes a little bit faster, but well, it should be okay. So now I finally want to go and actually put in the tubes. And now the moment of truth. I have all the tubes back in their places. That's the Magic Eye tube there. Also hooked up the speaker. You don't want to use any tube type equipment without the speaker hooked up, because that could damage the circuitry. However, I also sprayed contact spray into the selector switches there. That's a typical problem of pretty much all old German tube type radios. These switches, they're just oxidized. So, however, now there are no tricks. This is really the first time I'm turning this on. So here we go. I don't know what's going to happen. Nothing went bang yet. I think I can see it. Oh, there. Oh, there is something coming through the speaker. Okay. Yeah, the tubes are glowing. You can see it there. And oh, I have shaky hands here. There. And that one as well. Can't really see it. That one as well. Yeah. Okay. And the Magic Eye tube is lighting up as well. It is very, very dim. It looks a lot brighter on the camera, but in reality it's really, really dim. But I don't think I'll be able to find a replacement for that one. However, remember I said I don't want to touch the chassis? Well, that's what I have just done. And apparently there is no voltage on there. Okay, that's the volume control. And now let's try to find a station. I don't know which one is the right. The volume is changing according to I'm touching that. That's FM. Don't know which band that is. Ah! We're definitely receiving something. Oh, just hiss. Thing will need an antenna hooked up, of course. Ah, there we go! There we go! You can always count on that Russian station. You'll get it everywhere. Even through a cassette recorder that's hooked up to a receiver with a DIN cable. You can receive that station. So that's awesome. Yeah. Nighttime reception should be better. Now FM. Now FM, there is a typical FM hiss. FM, oh, we are reaching the 10 minutes, gotta hurry. Now there is one thing that's broken, and that's the tuning for FM. That band is ripped apart, so I have to do that inside the unit. Let's see. Nothing on FM. Well, either that really needs an antenna, or the FM section is not working right. Wouldn't surprise me, really, with the messed up buttons there, and I don't know. Well, however, there you have it. Seems to work. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you again soon.